Hey everyone, welcome back to another watercolor painting tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to paint this charming duck using simple watercolor techniques. It's day 15 of our October challenge, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for daily watercolor prompts. Let's dive right into it. To start, I lightly sketched out the basic outline of the duck and some foliage around it. To keep it loose and natural, we will do today a wet on wet technique to start, and then add some layers and some texture with a drier technique. You can always apply just clear water and then add some pigments, and that becomes a very interesting, softly blend shades. But for me, here today, I wanted just to start the head. This is what I was feeling, and I already added a layer upon layer on the head of the duck. Now I'm focusing on the body, and I'm using a small brush to add stronger shades of pink, yellow, orange, and then even some blue to create some gentle shading as well under the belly and where the feathers meet. This will not be the most realistic duck. It's more of a colorful interpretation of a duck. I will use purple, violets, greens, reds, oranges, and just really make it very colorful. When doing something like this, don't be afraid to experiment with different colors, with different types of strokes, because this is an exercise for our creativity, to learn about technique, to learn how to use a brush, to learn how to control the amount of water. That is what is important. We are learning. We are learning every day, and we want to have fun while doing this. So just try different techniques with your brush, and you will see a very interesting finale of your painting. Now I'm using some purple, and then I will also add some light blue. And I'm specifically using a smaller brush just to start giving this feathery, like every tap, 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 tap gives it more texture, more movement, more energy. When you are doing something like this with this tapping, trickling technique, what you always need to keep in mind, where there is more shadow, there is more concentration of dots or lines. So also more dark color, of course, but focus on that. Now I went for the paws, some dark orange, and then I will do a little wash with some more wet brush. And since I have some orange on my brush, I go back to the beak as well to make it more dimensional. And a few more details to the body, of course. Let's not waste the paint in our brush. And for the eyes, some black. And just a little nostril as well. Be very careful here. Do not add too much water to your brush. It's just a little dot there. As I always say, watercolors are like onions. It's all about the layers, 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 layers. It dries a little bit, you add more. It dries a little bit more, you add more layers, more details, more color. And this gives a very interesting, full of life painting. Now we are going for the foliage, for the trunks of the stems, trunks of the foliage. Start with a light brown, and again you add layers. Usually you go from light to dark in watercolors. The little piece of dirt where the duck is standing on. Here I must say I wasn't really enjoying the brown I was using, so I went with another layer on top of it, a little bit more of a warmer tone, because it was too cool tone and I wasn't really liking it for the whole vibe. Some leaves. Again, just have fun with the leaves and this nature part. You are not trying to do something super realistic. It's just a colorful, cute duck. When doing leaves, I do feel like it is important to plan a little bit where each leaf will be, so it doesn't create a too chaotic scene. Even when you are painting from nature, from a photo, you do need to make a selection to make sure that it doesn't get, again, it doesn't get too chaotic. And of course we are going to give a lot of love to the background, but we need to remember the focal point here is the duck. So everything we add to the background is to enhance our duck, not to take away from it. Adding some more fine details. I love the contrast, like dark outlines. I think for a non-realistic painting, it's just beautiful, the effect. I love very big contrasts. I love pastels as well. I love pastels, a beige, monotonous style of paintings. But when I'm painting, I like big, bold outlines. And this is what you are seeing me doing here. If you see there's too much water on that leaf, so I'm going to leave it there for now because I will dry it up, because I can't add the detail to such a wet part of my painting. A little bit more of outline. Now with the darker brown. See how it really is making it pop, the painting, and it's making it all come together. But I think now this is the fun part. You just add some details. You have the base of your painting. You add some shadows and it's really going to come alive. And now I'm drying and I'm going to do something that you shouldn't do, which is use my finger to collect some of the water there in the leaf. Please don't do it. Use some paper, use a dry brush as well. That's the most professional way. And now I'm going to use my pen to just give some details. This is a 10. I will leave the information of the pen in the description of the video. It's waterproof and it's a very good pen. Even if you mess up a little bit on a wet painting, the pen survives. I do believe it is important to have different sizes of pens. Don't buy just one, or at least buy like a thin, a medium, and maybe a thicker one if you like. But at least the thin and the medium I think they are important. They are so interesting to give details to a painting. It's incredible what you can do with it. And there you have it, a colorful and playful watercolor duck, perfect for your watercolor practice. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more daily tutorials. Follow along our October challenge. And thanks for watching and happy painting. Thank you so much.